So my uncle tried to have a teachable moment with my 4-year-old son. He's autistic, so it takes a little more for him to understand stuff. So we do family night at my grandma's house on Tuesday. She wants us to come over. Somebody that lives there will cook, whatever. So we just got done playing cards. I was waiting on my laundry to dry, and we were about to leave. My uncle, went to take a shower. Went to take a shower, and all of a sudden we hear him yell, "What are you doing?" And my youngest runs out, shuts the door, and runs off. And I'm like, "Quincy, you're not supposed to be in there. He's trying to take a shower." Because I know he didn't knock, and that's probably, what my uncle was yelling about. He just walked in. So then my uncle comes out in the kitchen, sits down next to me, my mom, my grandma are at the table, and he sits at the extra chair right there, and goes, "Quincy, come here. We need to have a conversation. I need y'all to hear my conversation." I was like, "Okay, sure." So Quincy comes up and goes, "All right, Quincy, look at me." And of course, it takes a minute to get Quincy to look at somebody. He goes, "You gotta knock on the door, especially if someone's in the shower. Like you gotta knock on the door before you just walk in." And he goes, "Especially if you're gonna walk in quietly, open the shower curtain quietly, and grab someone's leg while their head and face is under the water and full of soap." At this point, my grandma turns herself around to giggle, and I started like having a coughing fit, giggling so hard. And my mom's like turning red, trying not to giggle because we're trying to, teach them. We all started dying laughing. We were trying so hard not to let him see, but it was so. He goes, "I'm over there trying to get the soap off, figure out who it is, trying to grab the wall. There's nothing to grab. I went to the hospital." Y'all, my 4-year-old tried to kill my uncle. And not only that, my uncle just lived his worst fear, because everybody's worst fear is something touches them while their face is under the water and like they can't see. And he did it. And I was trying not to laugh. And of course, my 4-year-old has no idea. Still didn't quite understand why it was a big deal. But I was dying. I was like, "Oops. My bad," but it was hilarious. My uncle gave me a funny look after, not mad, but he gave me a funny look after. Because, of course, my fault is my child. I was dying. I couldn't even look at him straight in the face because I was still laughing. Yeah, so the fun of children, right?